Now we'll talk about what is the app.json file.
Mhm.
Okay, app.json file. So what happens, this is the VS code. Okay, this is the VS code, and in the VS code you have made a project. Okay,
Mhm.
so whenever you get any kind of requirement like a customizations, or you have to make a functionalities, or you have to make any changes and all, so what you will be doing, you will make an application, you will make an app, right?
Yeah.
Okay, because in business central what happens, okay, first we have to understand like why Microsoft introduced business central. Why it is, because previously in Navision we were able to make changes even the base application, right? Base application. So in the business central we are not allowed to make any changes in the base application. You cannot make any kind of changes.
Mhm.
So whenever, if you have to make any changes in the base applications, so that you are going to do using the extension,
Mhm.
so that our base application will be neat and clean. Okay, and
Mhm.
your changes will be there in the form of extension. Okay, all right, like the
Mhm.
table extension. Suppose if you have to make changes in the sales header, so what you will be doing, you will be creating sales header
Yeah.
extension.
Mhm.
Okay, and your changes related to the sales header will be in
Mhm.
the sales header extension. Okay, so your customization is separate and the base application is
Mhm.
separate. All right, so it will be quite easy to understand like what all the changes has been done in sales header table,
Mhm.
because for the sales header I have created a separate extension and we have
Mhm.
named it sales header extension. Okay,
Mhm.
so whatever the changes you have to make in the sales header, you will be using that particular extension.
Mhm.
Also it becomes quite easy to migrate, to upgrade your projects from from the current version to the higher version. You need not to like compare the objects, simply just you have to pick the extension.
Mhm.
Okay, and keep that extension in the higher version. That's it for the
Okay.
code upgrade. Okay, before what we used to do into Navision, we used to take the base objects and we used to take the customized object and we used to compare both the object, and we
Mhm.
used to find like what all the changes we have done. Those
Mhm.
changes we take it and put it in the higher version. So it was a time taking process,
Mhm.
but in business central it has become quite easy. You need not do anything, just you have to pick those extensions and install it in the higher version. That's it.
Okay.
Okay, that's the reason has introduced, Microsoft has introduced business central. The first thing is that you will not be have access, permission or access to make any changes in the base application. Okay, your customizations, your every, your things will be in a separate extension. Okay, those extension you can install and uninstall in the business central. Suppose you have made a changes. Okay, just take an example. You have made in sales header table, you have made a changes in sales. Suppose you have to make changes in the sales header table, so what you will be doing, you will be creating a table extension, right? Sales header extension. All right, you have kept your changes in this object, table extension object. Okay, your all the changes customization you have kept it. When you'll publish it, what will happen, business central will publish an app. It will create an app. Okay, it will create an app and that app will be installed in your business central. Let me publish this first. Okay, I will tell you to publish this what you have to do. There are three options. If you go to the run, you can publish run without debugging. Okay, if you click Control F5, it will publish your project. Publish means it is going to launch the business central now. Let's see here. If you pay attention, see default publisher, the app has been created here, right? It was not there. Okay, when I did Control F5, so this app has been published. And if you see here, the business central will get launched. Okay, business central has been launched. So if you pay attention here, this is our initial link which we had given in the administration, right? Localhost colon 8080 slash bishop 200. Okay, and if you have to see where your extension has been installed, for that you have to go extension management, and here you can see these are the extension actually, but this has been given by the Microsoft. By the name you can see the Microsoft, like this base application company hub. Okay, data archive. So these are the extensions which has been given by the Microsoft, and our extension we can see here. See, session 5, the default publisher, session 5, right? So this is the extension which we develop now. Okay, so it will get installed here in extension management. If you want, you can uninstall it. You can uninstall it. If you pay attention here, there is one more extension, session underscore 2. If you observe here, it is all, even this app is installed and even this app is installed. Okay, so we can unpublish this as well, uninstall it. Okay, so suppose if you have created a multiple app, multiple
Mm-hmm.
project, because what happens, even you are working, you have created a project for your own customization. Okay, some other company is also working for business central and he has created there his own extension, right? So both
Yes.
extension we can install.
Okay.
Okay, so just take an example, like suppose you have developed an extension, an app which is installed in business center. Just take this example, session underscore 5. This is the extension which you have developed. Okay, when you publish, this extension got installed in business central.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and how you will see this extension under extension management. All right,
Yeah.
now the changes, in these projects you had made the changes and you have
Mm-hmm.
installed. Okay, the changes took place in the business central, but at later point of time you thought, no, I have to discontinue this functionality.
Uh-huh.
Okay, I have to discontinue this functionality. So what you have to do, just you have to go to the extension management and just you have to uninstall this
Uh-huh.
app. That's it. Okay, now your changes is no more applicable to business central. Now if you
Mm-hmm.
go to customer list, even you won't see that message. Sorry, customers, we have to go customers. Okay, this is page 20. Okay, you won't see that message. Like this message will appear, app publish
Mm-hmm.
hello world, when you open the customer list, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so this message is not coming. Why? Because we have uninstalled this app
Mm-hmm.
from business central, right?
Yeah.
If we install it and let's see what happens.
And one more thing.
Just a moment, just install this, install, it has been installed, and go to customer, app publish hello world. This message is coming, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, now you ask your question.
Yeah. Now my question is, assuming you did two changes. Okay. The one
Hmm?
is hello world, and after that, assuming you did something else, you added one more message box, and you
Right.
wanted to discard the hello world, and you wanted to keep the changes you did later. In that case, how do you? Because when you say uninstall, both will get.
Exactly, exactly. Both will be uninstalled. Okay. Whatever the changes you have made in this project, entire changes will be discarded.
So how are you
Entire
going to
means,
tackle that?
sorry,
How are you going to tackle that?
either you have to comment that particular functionality in that project.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you have to comment
Mm-hmm.
that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Okay.
because what happens, see, this app is for the entire project. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
this default publisher session underscore 5 underscore 1.000 dot app, it contains the entire code, entire changes which you that you have developed in this project.
One
Okay,
project
and
can
this,
have only one app.
yes, yeah. Okay, one project can have only one app, and that app has been installed in the under extension management. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so if you are going to uninstall it, it means entire activity, entire functionality which you had developed for that particular app will
Screen
get
is not visible.
uninstalled. Now
Mm-hmm.
let's go to extension management and go to, okay, before that let me explain you this app.json file. Okay, see, this app.json file is related to the application which you are building.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, about the application. So each application, each
Mm-hmm.
application means the app. Okay, and this is the app which has been published for this is the app which has been published for this entire project. So what happens in the app.json file, it will contains the details about your app. This is the id, this is the unique id, and it is recommended that you should not change this id. Once published, you should not change it, otherwise your app will, you will not be able to install into business central. You should not change this app id. This is the name of your app. Okay, you can change this name. See, if you see here, session underscore 5, this is your app name. Okay, and who is the publisher?